Rodgers, I mean, this report came out. Is he headed to Nashville? Could you guys see? And, like, if you don't win a Super Bowl with Julio Jones, Derrick Henry, and A.J. Brown, are you Jimmy G level?
Jimmy G beat him already. But anyway.
I don't know. What do you think, Jay? What do you think? Would this be a good fit for A-Rod? And, like, if he doesn't win a Super Bowl and he goes to play for the team, does he still have respect in your eyes? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, see, I have respect right now for Aaron Rodgers because I don't think the Packers themselves are that great. So I like Matt LaFleur, whatever. But yeah, I think if he goes to the Titans, this to me would be worse than people said LeBron James when he went to the Heat, or when he went to the Lakers, or KD when he went to the Warriors, for instance. This would be like 10 times worse than any of those moves that they've done.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because at least they won. Yes. They won because KD going to the Warriors won him 2 rings, and LeBron going to the Heat also won him 2 rings. So
yes, 100%. And on top of that, look at the division they're in. Like KD went to the Warriors, the West was still really good. LeBron went to the Heat, the East wasn't that great, but I mean, it wasn't so terrible. I feel like the AFC that division where you got the Jags, you got the Texans. Already you're in a terrible division. And then the Colts, who don't even know who their quarterback's going to be, and it might be Carson Wentz, who didn't look that good at the end of the year, didn't even make the playoffs. So if he goes to that division, it just feels like it's just a cakewalk. And if he doesn't win the Super Bowl, he just looks bad. Like he just looks terrible. So I think, in my opinion, you have to go to Denver, play against Herbert, play against Mahomes, and then you got the Raiders. And if you can win that division and you can do something there, you'll be respected like Peyton Manning was when he went to Denver, and like Tom Brady was when he went to the Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Viv?
I agree. I think that if he doesn't win, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think he will. I think that the Titans are just too inconsistent overall of a team. It's not even him. It's like the Titans are just too inconsistent overall of a team for them to really win a Super Bowl, even with all like the talent that they may have. I feel like other teams who are more experienced and are more cohesive and are really just more or just like better in putting a whole game plan together will outbeat the Titans.
I think one thing too, Viv, is I think Vrabel and Rodgers would mesh really well as a head coach QB combo. I think the two of them are very like-minded. They're both very aggressive guys. I think like go for it on 4th and 10 kind of guy. Like I think the two of them together with Derrick Henry running the ball off the gut and too physical. Like let's be honest, they don't have 2 deep threat wide receivers. They don't have 1 deep threat, 1 physical. They have 2 physical 50-50, 2 of the best in the league, I should say. Physical 50-50 ball wideouts with a gunslinger like Aaron Rodgers. So if one of those 2 guys gets on man coverage, throw it to them. If not, give it to Derrick Henry. It's a simple formula for me. So the Titans are stupid. If they have an opportunity to get Aaron Rodgers and they don't snag him, they're stupid. Because going in the AFC with all those young QBs, I don't think that he's better than a lot of them. I just think like maybe he could do what Brady did last year. There were still a lot of young QBs that were trying to make a name for themselves in the NFC or win last year. And Brady kind of just came in, and even though other teams were favored, even like Patrick Mahomes, who was at the top of his game last year, having one of his best seasons, if you have a good defense and maybe they can go out and draft a couple guys, sign a couple free agents, and they trade Rodgers, somehow give up like maybe capital in the next couple of years, they're winning a Super Bowl. And if they don't, I honestly don't have Aaron Rodgers in my top 5 of QBs anymore, like I used to.
Well, yeah. Good point. I want to bring up a point that you made, Dahl, because this is actually probably the best point, I think, for Aaron Rodgers going to the Titans. Outside of us saying I think it's soft because they were the number 1 seed in the AFC and they were like the clear-on favorite to make the Super Bowl, even though they lost to the Bengals. But the reason why I think that we said made sense, Mike Vrabel, if you remember this, the reason they're not in the Super Bowl right now was because they decided to pass the ball and what seemed like a clear running situation that where they probably would have won the game. Instead, they passed the ball. And Ryan Tannehill throws the interception and they lose and it's over. But if you want to be crazy like that and pass the ball when people don't expect it, I guess that makes sense. Aaron Rodgers is the guy to do it with, not Ryan Tannehill. So if Mike Vrabel wants to keep coaching like that, maybe Aaron Rodgers, maybe that's the perfect fit.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%.